Most traders think covered calls are safe, passive income until they wake up with a $60,000 loss on a stock that's shooting up. If you're selling calls to repair a losing strategy, you can be walking into a trap that could blow up your account. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 unbreakable rules to selling a covered call so this never happens to you. And be sure to stay until the end because the 3rd rule is something that 99% of traders don't even know about. Now, before we jump into the rules, just to give you a recap of what covered call is, you already own the stock. You sell a covered call against those shares. You're saying, hey, I'm okay selling my shares if the stock rises to X price. For that commitment to sell your shares at X price, you're paid a premium. You keep that no matter what happens. Selling a covered call is the most conservative strategy in options trading, and it gives you guaranteed income. I'm going to say that again because oftentimes we don't hear the word guarantee in investing, but this is truly guaranteed income, and here's why. You already have shares of the stock, so you already have inherent risk, paper fluctuation. It may go up or may go down. You already have that risk. When you sell a covered call, you're just saying, hey, I'm going to sell the stock if it goes up. If it doesn't go up, I keep my shares. I don't sell the stock. Either way, I keep the premium. That is guaranteed income. So let's start with rule number 1, the golden rule. It's simple, but often ignored. Never sell a strike below your cost basis. For example, if you own the stock at $100 per share, you really should use a strike price that's at least $100 or higher. Sometimes people will sell covered calls with strike prices lower than their basis, particularly if the stock had dropped, because they don't want to sit around on their hands and they want to make some income. But the problem with that is if the stock starts to shoot up, you're committing to sell your shares at that price. So if your strike price is lower than how much you paid for the shares, you're going to end up taking a realized loss on that position. You don't want to do that. If you do that, that's the best way to lose money in options trading. Rule number 2, and I know this rule is very controversial, do not roll your covered call. People tell you to roll it out for a credit, and they tell you to look at the net result, buying your contract back and selling a new one further out. And they tell you that as long as you make money, that's a good deal. It's not a good deal because when you roll your contract, that's actually making 2 transactions. You're buying your contract back and you're taking a loss on that contract, and then you're opening a new one up further down. That is literally like kicking the can down the road, first of all. Second of all, as long as you followed rule number 1, which is always to use a strike price that's higher than what you paid for the shares, even if the stock shoots up, take the win. Don't trade the win in for a possible bigger win down the road. Don't do that. Pigs get slaughtered in the market. Don't be a pig. Rule number 3, the pivot, selling puts. Oftentimes people will ask, what about if the stock drops a lot? Then what? Am I stuck holding the bag? That question makes me cringe every time I hear it. Instead of selling a low strike call, just sell another put on a lower strike. You collect premium and get paid while you're waiting to perhaps buy the shares if the stock drops. And if you have to buy the shares, you're averaging your cost down. If you like the stock at $100, you should really like the stock at 90 and you should love the stock at 80. Now, rule number 3 brings me to my lot assignment secret that most people don't know and brokers don't tell you about. Now, let's say you have 300 shares and you bought those shares 3 times. First, you bought 100 shares at $90. Then you bought 100 shares at $80. Then you bought 100 shares at $70. Now, instead of selling 3 calls that are lower than your average basis, just sell the call that's the lowest. So in other words, sell a $70 call. And if those shares get assigned, tag those shares to the $70 basis lot. Here's what most people don't realize. If you have, let's say 300 shares in my example, and you sell 1 call and those shares get assigned, you're not selling against your average position. Those specific shares have to be tagged to a certain lot. And if you don't tell your broker dealer which lot to tag them to, they will make the choice for you. You don't want that to happen. If you sold a $70 call and you have shares that you paid $70 for, you want to use those $70 basis shares against that call that got assigned. That way, you don't lose any money and you're shaving down your position. This is how you turn losing trades into winning trades. Now, you have to be sure to call your broker dealer the Monday after that contract gets assigned, because there's a certain time limit that you have to let them know which lot you want to use. Otherwise, they'll choose the lot for you. Anyway, those are the 3 secrets to selling covered calls. Hope you liked them. If you want to learn more, stay on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed, smash the like button, share it with a trader friend of yours, drop a comment below, and let me know what stocks you're trading covered calls on. See you in the next video.